Seashores, event congregations, public parks, and a variety of remarkable vacation destinations make Florida perhaps the most visited states in America. Families rush to Orlando to excite the children with visits to the amusement parks, while sunseekers head to the waterfront urban communities like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and a series of urban communities along the southern Gulf Coast. In summer, guests from around Florida and encompassing states regularly get away from the warmth and head to the cooling breezes and splendid white sand seashores of the Florida Panhandle. In case you're searching for a sample of island life, there isn't anything very like the Florida Keys, where life runs at a more slow speed. Spots like Key West appear to be a world away from the territory. Spread across the state are a not insignificant rundown of must-see sights and activities, from the Kennedy Space Center directly through to the Dayton 500. This is an express that fits return visits, and you can design your next trip with our rundown of the top vacation spots in Florida. Number 1. Walt Disney World. For a definitive entertainment mecca experience, there's no spot very like Disney World in Orlando. The sorcery of Disney has not worn off over the course of the long time, as a huge number of guests come here every year to appreciate the Magic Kingdom and the numerous different attractions of this super event congregation. The quantity of activities and see here has developed throughout the long term and now incorporates a broad rundown that compasses a long ways past the customary amusement parks. In case you're searching for additional thoughts, consider looking at the water parks of Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, the colorful creatures of Animal Kingdom Park, or Disney Hollywood Studios. You'll likewise discover excellent feasting encounters, shopping zones, and shows, some of which are focused to grown-ups as it were. Number 2. Kennedy Space Center. The Kennedy Space Center is one of Florida's generally energizing, entrancing, and instructive attractions. Situated on Florida's Space Coast, this immense complex is the place where space investigation has left a mark on the world. Today, you can see rockets and the Space Shuttle Atlantis, meet a space traveler, and find out about missions to space. The Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex is separated into mission zones, every one of which highlights intriguing showcases and intuitive displays zeroed in on explicit subjects. Presentations are planned in view of any age, making this a drawing-in encounter for grown-ups or families. The Behind the Gates Kennedy Space Center bus tour takes you to confined regions for a glance at memorable dispatch destinations and different offices with restricted admittance to the general population. This is incorporated with your everyday affirmation. Every territory sets aside some effort to see, and you ought to hope to go through an entire day at the Kennedy Space Center. Numerous individuals visit the Space Center on road trips from Orlando, which is about an hour away, on the off chance that you don't hit traffic. However, on the off chance that you need to remain nearer to start off bright and early at the Space Center, you can discover quality chain lodgings in Titusville. Some great choices incorporate the Hampton Inn, Fairfield Marriott, and the Holiday Inn, all strategically placed off Interstate 95, only 15 to a short ways from the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Number 3. Universal Studios. Widespread studios in Orlando is a fabulous encounter, and for some guests, it regularly best a visit to Walt Disney World. This enormous event congregation offers a wide range of phenomenal rides and reproduced sets dependent on famous motion pictures and shows. It's perhaps the best spot to visit for families going with more seasoned youngsters or teens. Mind-blowing 3D and 4D test system rides, roller coasters, and wet and wild rides at the freshest amusement park, Universal's Volcano Bay, are a portion of the features. You can likewise discover tamer rides for more youthful kids to appreciate. Perhaps the most famous and great attractions is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, where you can board the Hogwarts Express, meander through Hogsmeade Village, or obviously, bounce on a ride. Number 4. Miami Beach and the Art Deco Historic District. In spite of the fact that time spent relaxing on the seashore on a hot day is an unquestionable requirement, Miami Beach is about significantly more than simply the great, wide stretch of brilliant sand that lines the Atlantic. Something that makes Miami Beach so one of a kind among Florida's seashore objections is the Art Deco Historic District. Wonderfully re-established structures, fundamentally from the 1930s and mid-1940s, mirror the city's dynamic history and make a feeling like you will not discover in different urban areas. Today, a significant number of these structures are top-of-the-line inns, townhouses, and eateries. Along Ocean Drive, the incredible oceanfront road sitting above South Beach, you'll track down a few exceptional Art Deco structures, including the Hotel Breakwater South Beach, the Carlisle, and the Park Central Hotel, presently part of the new Solino Hotel complex. Collins Avenue is another road in the space worth walking around, with more exemplary structures. The Delano South Beach and the National Hotel Miami Beach are both champion Art Deco properties along Collins Avenue. Number 5. Everglades National Park. Everglades National Park secures 1.5 million sections of land of bog and marsh, a significant and delicate biological system that backings gators, American crocodiles, Florida jaguars, deer, turtles, egrets, manatees, stream otters, and numerous different species. It is probably the biggest park in the country and offers a special chance to see a portion of these animals in nature. The whole territory is a wide, shallow waterway that streams from Lake Okeechobee to the Bay of Florida. The lower part of this waterway is permeable limestone over the highest point of a bedrock base called the Tamiami Formation. It gets precipitation and goes about as southern Florida's primary water repository. Airboat rides are the most ideal approach to see the Everglades and catch a brief look at gators and other untamed life. Half-day visits from Miami will take you from your lodging to the Everglades, briefly airboat ride, and a crocodile and natural life instruction program. You'll likewise have the opportunity to stroll along a mobile path. On the off chance that you need to join an airboat visit with some touring, think about the Miami Combo Tour, City Sightseeing, Biscayne Bay Cruise, and Everglades Airboat Ride. This is an entire day visit that covers everything. Number 6. Daytona 500 International Speedway. The Daytona 500 race is perhaps the most well-known and generally significant in the NASCAR Cup Series, starting off the dashing season every February. It is held in Daytona Beach at the Daytona International Speedway, and it draws in tremendous groups each year. The Speedway was worked in 1959 to get auto dashing off the seashore. Already, races and land speed rivalries were hung on the hard-stuffed sand of Daytona Beach. On the off chance that you can't make the actual race, you can in any case take a visit to investigate the Speedway. Number 7. SeaWorld Orlando. Similar as Walt Disney World, SeaWorld Orlando is a super event congregation that has for quite some time been a significant piece of family getaways to Florida. The unpredictable highlights its exemplary dolphin and whale shows, just as acts including a cast of unforeseen characters, from felines and ducks to otters and ocean lions. Different features incorporate the Antarctica, Empire of the Penguin Show, and a large group of other aquarium displays offering freedoms to see a wide range of marine life. Roller coasters, similar to the Rapid Mako exciting ride, which arrives at velocities of up to 73 miles each hour, and the Journey to Atlantis water napkin ride are likewise a major piece of the SeaWorld experience. Number 8. Busch Gardens Tampa. Busch Gardens is quite possibly the most famous vacation spots in the Tampa region. This African amusement park is home to a wide range of outlandish creatures and gladly claims to be probably the biggest zoo in North America. You can see lions, tigers, elephants, giraffes, gorillas, and significantly more. Safari-style visits in outside vehicles offer a chance to see a few creatures, similar to giraffes, zebras, rhinos, and ostrich meandering unreservedly. Different visits take you in the background and offer an opportunity for close-up experiences with penguins, or a more intensive gander at tigers and elephants. Live creature shows, including a strange mix of characters, are another famous family action. Past the creature experiences, Busch Gardens additionally includes a wide range of roller coasters, both wet and dry. While the wild and quick thrill rides get the greater part of the consideration, you can discover rides for more modest youngsters. Number 9. Dry Tortugas National Park. Dry Tortugas National Park is home to the amazing Fort Jefferson, worked by the U.S. government during the 1800s. Albeit this is the vital fascination of the recreation center, the wonderful reef islands, 7 altogether, that make up the Dry Tortugas are themselves worth the excursion. You can visit the stronghold and spend the remainder of the day getting a charge out of the delicate sand seashores and swimming free, shallow waters. Found 70 miles west of Key West, these islands are not available via vehicle. Sailboat boat trips from Key West bring guests here for an entire day, which incorporates a visit through the fortification, time for grounding and swimming, and breakfast and lunch. You can likewise camp here and, when the vacationers have left for the afternoon, you can have your own remote location experience. Access is by means of private boat or the public ship that conveys a limit of 10 campers. Number 10. Duval Street in Key West. A great many people visiting the Keys make Key West their primary objective because of its area toward the finish of the chain of islands. Also, luckily, a comfortable walk around Duval Street in Key West is one of the features of the Florida Keys. Shops and cafes with outside porches, numerous and flawlessly renovated old structures, line the road. There is consistently a vivacious energy, paying little heed to the season, however much more so on days when journey ships come to port. Key West has an unmistakably Caribbean flair, making it special from different objections around the state. Notwithstanding Duval Street, there are stunning neighborhoods for strolling and various intriguing attractions, including the Ernest Hemingway Home and Museum and the southernmost point in the mainland USA.